Listen, I am a crafty girl. Am I a bookbinder? No. Do I generally understand the concept of how to make a book? Yes. Did I watch tons of bookbinding tutorials about a year ago? Yes. And have I made a book before? Yes. Do I feel confident in my abilities to wing this today? Yes, I do. Yeah. So yeah. Let's make a sketchbook. I do want to say that this is not a tutorial, okay? This is a journey. This is a journey video only because I do not fully remember the steps on how to make a book. I don't want to look it up because I know that then I'll just spend hours watching how to make book content, which I love, but nobody has time for that today. I want to have a sketchbook made before this evening. So I'm just going to get started. Hey, okay, so I'm Jess. I'm a collage artist, and as a result of my collaging, I purchase books. And when I have the books fully gutted, like these are, I have an option. I could either throw these away, or I could choose not to be a monster and keep them. And if I'm going to keep them, then I need to do something with them, right? Right. I'm a crafty girl. So I am going to make these into artist sketchbooks. Making a book is pretty simple. First, you start with creating your signatures. I grabbed 5 sheets of paper. I used kind of a crappy drawing paper that I just had on hand. Line them up into a nice neat stack, and then fold them hamburger style. However big you want the book to be is however many signatures you make. I know that it's early days, but this is kind of where things started to go a little off the rails. See, I probably should have used my ruler more, but instead I just marked out even-ish distances on the edge of my signature, and then I used that marking to create holes in one of the signature pieces, and then I just took that as my template and shoved it in the center of each signature set and poked holes through my little template that I made. And if that was confusing, again, I'm so sorry, but this is not a tutorial. I will absolutely link in the description some of the videos that I watched when I was first learning how to make books. After the holes are made, I threaded my needle, created a little knot at the end, and put it through the first hole. And from here, I really am going to stop trying to explain things because there is no way I will be able to explain it well enough that you could follow along. Suffice it to say, I did something, and I think it looks pretty good, all things considered. Off camera, I went ahead and trimmed the paper so it would fit inside this book cover. And because I didn't love the cooking cover, I decided to go ahead and cover it with some book paper that I had from my bookbinding adventures from about a year ago. Of course, you do not have to do this step. If you don't have this type of paper or you like your own cover, you can leave it. But if you don't like your cover and you don't have book paper, maybe you could try collaging on top or even painting. I think that could be really fun. I use this book cover paper mostly because I wanted to do some stash busting in this project. This step here is where the true mistake happens. I did not need to do this. I kind of forgot that the way that you put the signatures in is by gluing the first page of the signature into the inside covers. So I covered all that for no reason, since it's just gonna be pasted on top of anyway. So don't be like me. But once you have the first pages of your signatures glued into the front and back inside of your cover, then all you gotta do is pop it under some heavy books. Despite all my mistakes in making this book, I am really proud of how it turned out. It was a lot of fun to do, and yeah, let's make something. Starting a new sketchbook always feels a little weird. There's this pressure to make something good right away, but honestly, that's not what this book is about. So on the inside cover, I just slapped down an old piece of artwork to hide some glue lines I forgot to brush out. Instant upgrade. Then I collaged the words collage and sketch on the first page, just to sort of claim this book for what it is. I started pasting down random bits, trying to stay loose and not overthink it, which is hard, but kind of the point. Once I hit a mental block, which of course happened immediately, I just turned the page. I glued down some watercolor paper and started painting. Nothing fancy, just trying to move my hands again by making some loose florals. The paper I'm using in this sketchbook is pretty bad. It's really cheap, but I used it on purpose. See, I've made sketchbooks with nice paper before, and they honestly just intimidate me. I never want to mess them up, and that can be a problem. Gluing in better paper and collaging in this book is not just fun, it's necessary. And as a result, the book starts to evolve. With all these layers and textures, it becomes more playful by default. Obviously, after I painted, I needed to add the word paint into the first page so that my book was accurate. Creating a problem to solve might sound a little nonsensical to most people, but I think most artists get this idea. Basically, you do something a little crazy, like maybe smash your pages together so the paint rubs off, and just see what happens. When you create problems for yourself, you're essentially making yourself be creative and try something new. My creative solution on this page was just to start making marks. I used the yellow dashed lines as my guideposts and just started making marks all over the page. It took a long time, and you're not going to see the full process because that would just be way too long, but this was super meditative and 10 out of 10 can recommend. Of course, I can't get out of the studio today without making at least one surreal collage. So I went ahead and pulled this image of some ladies at a table. It's from one of the Better Homes and Gardens cookbooks. So these ladies are like judging the recipes. But I had this image of these little kids that I thought would be really great to put on their plates, sort of as like they're judging the children kind of thing. The kids are really small and they don't stand out super well, so that makes this collage kind of perfect for my sketchbook. And what really sealed the deal was finding this button from the cover of a lady's home journal that is about ending the war between the generations. And I just thought it worked well with the kids and the judging concept. If I didn't totally scare you away with this chaos and you want to hang out with me a little longer in the studio, then check these videos out. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye. See ya. Bye. Bye.